But as the legal debate continues, on the ground, a complex reality unfolds. A sense that there is not enough evidence against Simi members accused of plotting terror is fueling a strong sense of victimization among the Muslim community, especially its youth. At the same time, the orthodoxy inherent in the ideology of Simi is feeding this radicalization. It's a vicious cycle that shows no sign of breaking. I travelled to Azamgarh in Uttar Pradesh, home to the ex-president of Simi, and now most recently to Abu Bashar, accused in the Jaipur blasts. A winding lane through the rain-soaked villages of Azamgarh lead us to the home of Shahid Badr Falahi, the ex-president of Simi. We find him in his clinic. Since he was released from jail 4 years ago, Falahi went back to his practice as a doctor, today busy with patients and with media crews. When Simi was first banned, he as the president was among the first to be arrested, charged with making inflammatory speeches and inciting communal violence. Barring a few, most cases have been dropped, and he is the mascot of the current battle to clear Simi's name.
जब सिमी पर बैन लगाया गया था और मैं 30 महीने जेल में रहा था, हमने पूरी एक से लीगल फाइट जारी रखा है और अभी भी हम हौसला नहीं आ रहे हैं, हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट में अपनी लड़ाई जारी रखे हुए हैं. हमें यकीन है कि इंशाल्लाह इंसाफ मिलेगा.
As with most of his Simi colleagues, the cases against Falahi were weak. What has remained strong, however, is Simi's own orthodoxy, which emerges when we question him on issues of national identity and terrorism.
सबसे बड़ा आतंकवादी देश अमेरिका है और सबसे बड़ा आतंकवादी बुश है. मोदी जिसने सरकारी रिपोर्ट ये कहती है 2000 मुसलमानों का कत्ल किया है, ये आतंकवादी लोग हैं.
लश्कर-ए-तैयबा को भी आप आतंकवादी संगठन मानते हैं?
लश्कर-ए-तैयबा नाम भी कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है दुनिया के अंदर. इसके लोग जमीन पे काम करते हैं, इनको मैंने देखा नहीं. तालिबान पे हमला बगैर सबूत किया गया है.
क्या बामियान बुद्धा का तोड़ना गलत है?
कोई अगर बुद्ध पूछता है तो इसका मतलब नहीं कि हम उससे उसका बुद्ध छीन कर तोड़ देंगे. एक लॉजिक ये है कि अगर मेरे दादा पहले बुद्ध बना के पूछते थे और अब वो उनके सब मानने वाले सबके सब लोग चेंज हो गए और घर में बुद्ध था, अब जब उनके मानने वाले सबके सब लोग चेंज हो गए, सब इस्लाम लेके आए, तो उस बुद्ध का क्या करेंगे? This is standard rhetoric for Simi, which has remained largely unchanged from its inception in 1978 as an aggressive orthodox students' outfit. But those like Falahi argue that the orthodoxy has never meant militancy. In fact, Falahi is seen as spearheading the moderate faction of Simi, taking on hardliners like Safdar Nagori, his former deputy. Nagori, arrested earlier this year from Madhya Pradesh, is said to have confessed to how Simi members held a series of meetings through last year and earlier this year. Nagori advocated a jihadist path, plotting retaliatory action against those behind atrocities on Muslims. But a majority within Simi, led by those like Falahi, opposed it, arguing that Simi should stick to its original character as an overground political outfit, a stand which led to Nagori's exit from the group. Falahi denies any such split, but the rift is acknowledged by members of the Jamaat-e-Islami, one of the subcontinent's oldest Islamic organizations and seen as the ideological parent of Simi.
Safdar Nagori believes that the radical approach, more militancy, radical approach. So Shahid Badr Falahi is very much with the ideology of Simi.
And that led to Nagori's expulsion then from Simi, the fact that he was voicing this difference.
Again, there are people, those who were in Simi, and they also confirm that yes, that Safdar Nagori has been expelled from the Simi because of his radical approach.
The struggle for Simi's soul is not new. In the late 80s, an extremist minority within Simi, led by those like Kam Bashir from Kerala and Saqib Nachin from Maharashtra, tried to forge linkages with Pakistan-based terror groups. Sayyid Khan, a former president of Mumbai branch of Simi, was a witness to those turbulent times. He says he was among those who tried to block Simi from forging cross-border linkages.
हमारे प्रेसिडेंट आए, उन्होंने पूरी CAM बशीर
जो केरला के थे,
लेकिन उन्होंने इस पूरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को जो है इस मिलिटेंट अप्रोच वाली ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बना दी.
Those words would prove prophetic. Bashir went on to flee the country and stands accused of planning the Gateway of India blasts of 2003, while Nachin has been charged for involvement in the Mulund blasts. Those like Sayyid say it's a mistake to target Simi as a whole for terror attacks,
Instead, the target should be the hardline minority within Simi. Back in Azamgarh or elsewhere, that's the key question being asked. If it's only ideology, then what about Hindutva groups like the Bajrang Dal? Why has no action been taken against them? At Falahi's clinic, angry women take us to their school, keen to prove that they're wrongly targeted as terrorists.
स्कूल को शुरू करने का मकसद ये था कि हम लोगों का गांव बिल्कुल देहात में है, हर एक पढ़ ले, हर एक कुछ न कुछ जान ले.
Very near the clinic of Dr. Shahid Badr Falahi is this school, run largely by the women of his family. They say it's part of their emphasis on education, but what is undeniable in the instruction and the syllabus is a definite religious orthodoxy.
6th क्लास से 8th तक हमारी बड़ी बच्चियां हैं, यानी उनको हमें अपने मजहब के बारे में तालीम देनी है कि हमें कैसे जिंदगी गुजारनी चाहिए.
ये हिंदुस्तान में रहने की वजह से अब इस्लाम को कमजोर किया जा रहा है और सिमी वाले हैं, हम लोग ये चाहते हैं कि इस्लाम को दबा कर नहीं रखा जाए. इस्लाम जो है तलवार के साए में नहीं फैला है, किरदार के साए में फैला हुआ है.
The anger itself valid, but dangerous when it grows in a climate of orthodoxy. Before we leave, the home of another Azamgarh resident, Abu Bashar, arrested for the Ahmedabad and Jaipur blasts.
इसको आप लोग दिए मास्टर माइंड, तो मैंने कहा देखिए मास्टर माइंड के मकान है.
His home in Sarai Mir is the site of a fresh cycle of anger and grievance, also frenzied activity. Everyone has come from media to the politicians.
25-30 टीवी वालों को हम लोग दे चुके हैं. इतना मायूस हम लोग हो चुके हैं कि वहाँ जा करके यहाँ की कोई बात नहीं रिले होती. हम कैसे ये मान लें कि आप भी जो देख करके जा रहे हैं यही रिले कर देंगे.
बच्चे को हमारे कहीं ले आइए, हमारे लोग की कोई गलती नहीं है.
यहाँ जो बच्चे जितने लड़के हैं उनके दिल में ये बात है कि हमारे साथ दूसरे दर्जे के शहरी का सलूक किया जा रहा है. इसलिए कि कानपुर में भी ब्लास्ट हो रहा है, बजरंग दल का वहाँ पे नेता पकड़ा जा रहा है. वहाँ पे ये नहीं कहा जा रहा है कि ये हिंदू आतंकवादी है, लेकिन हम पकड़े जा रहे हैं तो वहाँ पे ये होता है कि मुस्लिम आतंकवादी.
It's this sense that the state is partisan, unable to crack down on those who perpetrate violence against Muslims, that makes the situation volatile. It's turning the terror accused into heroes in their own community and making the investigations more difficult. With Srinivasan Jain in Azamgarh, Radhika Baudia for NDTV.